Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. We observe this day annually every year on November 25th. This is marked as the International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women by the United Nations. So this is to reiterate on the safety of women and to bring public awareness to this and how important it is to keep women safe and how. And domestic violence is a very grave situation we see throughout the world against women. And apart from domestic violence, they are being subjected to rape, torture, and various other kinds of violence. So, to curb these kind of things against women, we observe this day as the International Day for Elimination of Violence. So, we think about how we can come with ways of eliminating violence on them. And from 25th November, we observe a 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. So this gender-based violence or violence on women based on their gender, this has to be stopped. So for that, we conduct various programs for around 16 days from the day of elimination of violence against women. So this activism will be taken up for around 16 days throughout the world. And like every other year, we have a theme for this particular year of 2020 also, that is fund, respond, prevent and collect. So that is to bring funding into the organizations that try for elimination of violence against women and all activities by governments and NGOs, and to respond to these violence to this violence against women in any way possible, that through taking up of any projects or programs, and to bring prevention in this particular kind of violence against women, how we can prevent violence on women. So to come up with ways of prevention and to collect data about what cases are pending about this violence against women, any acid attack cases are pending or things like that. So where justice is needed, we need to collect the data and see to it. So this is the particular theme by UN, that is to fund, respond, prevent and collect. The next topic is Shahatut Dam. Shahatut Dam is a dam that is going to be constructed on Kabul River. Kabul River is in Afghanistan, and this dam has a tributary, that is Maidan River. So Maidan River is a tributary of Kabul River. So Shahatut Dam is going to be on this tributary of Kabul River. And this came up with an agreement, and India is going to build this to Afghanistan. So the agreement was signed in 2020 Afghanistan conference. So this conference recently took place in Geneva. So in November 2020, November 23rd and 24th, a two-day conference was held in Geneva. So in this conference, India agreed to build this Shahatut Dam on Kabul River in Afghanistan. So this is going to provide drinking water to Kabul city, which holds nearly 2 million of inhabitants. And earlier also in 2019, India gave on one project, or India built a transmission line to this Kabul city that would provide electricity to the whole of the city. The name of the transmission line is Phul-e-Khumri. Phul-e-Khumri is also built by India to Afghanistan. This is a 202-kilometer long transmission line for electricity in Kabul. So this is how India is having a good diplomacy with Afghanistan by helping it out with various other things like drinking water, electricity. So this is how India and Afghan relation is there. And through this line only, now we are going to construct this dam through the same transmission line that is giving electricity to the city, Kabul city. So the third topic is Section 69A of IT Act. IT is Information Technology. We have Information Technology Act under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this particular act can enable the central government to ban certain things. We shall see what. So there are 43 mobile apps that are recently banned by the central government. So these 43 mobile apps banning case, or this particular incident happened with the authority of central government taking the authority from Section 69A of IT Act. So this Section 69A of IT Act can be implemented during threat to security to our country. So whenever the government of India finds any website or any resource to be threatening the security of our country, it can ban certain things. So through that authority, it recently banned 43 mobile apps out of India. So we know that. So the ban will be access to certain websites, access to computer resources, which also include apps, mobile apps, so certain things like that. So the criteria for implementing Section 69A of IT Act is defense of the country, in view of the defense to our country, in view of security of our state, in view of our friendly relations with foreign states, foreign countries. So based on our diplomacy, we can allow or we can ban certain apps and all. And based on in view of our sovereignty and integrity and public order, sometimes we can use we can stop the access to certain websites and internet to bring public order in our country. So central government can use this act during that time also, and to offend and to be a backslash to offenses also. So in these kind of cases, Section 69A can be implemented. So this is recently implemented by banning 43 mobile apps from India. The next topic is NPTP. The full form of NPTP is National Portal for Transgender Persons. So this is helping transgender persons. We shall see how. So Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment came up with this particular portal, that is National Portal for Transgender Persons. So this portal would help these transgender persons in application of certificates, identity cards and anything that requires them to go to an office. So when they feel sensitive to go to office and all, to get their applications processed, like to get any certificates, cards and all, they don't need to visit the office now. They can use this portal to just get their things done. So the status of it also will be monitored, the status of their application, they'll be getting messages and everything will be done through the portal. So this is how the government is helping transgender people. If they are sensitive to go out for having certificates, ID cards and applying with all other people, so if they find it sensitive, they can use this portal. So this is recently launched in Vadodara. So it's a virtual launch due to COVID-19. So this is a new portal specially for transgender persons. The last topic for today is Him Suraksha Abhiyan. Him Suraksha Abhiyan is launched by the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. So the CM of HP launched this Him Suraksha Abhiyan. This is about the health profile of the whole state of Himachal Pradesh. So to gather the health profile of each individual, each person in that state and each family, this Him Suraksha Abhiyan project is launched in Himachal Pradesh on November 24th, 2020. This is not just to collect information but also to sensitize public and all the people of the state about COVID-19, to tell them what guidelines they need to take and how depth this virus is going to be harming people and everything. It is to bring sensitization amongst people about COVID-19, and also they will be collecting other information from the individuals, like if they have TB or blood pressure or diabetes, leprosy. So if they have any other diseases, any other problems apart from COVID-19, that information also will be collected. So the campaign will be a month-long campaign, and in this 1 month long time, 8,000 teams will be moving around the state. Like these teams will be having people like the health workers, Panchayati Raj Department members, Women and Child Development Department members, district administration members and NGOs. Any non-governmental organization also can join with the government. So this is how huge number of teams of around 8,000 teams will be moving around the state, and they will be sensitizing people about COVID-19. They will also be noting down what diseases they have more. So that is how the whole health profile of the state can be collected as a single data. So this is a good move by the state of Himachal Pradesh. So an exemplary kind of thing. So these are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.